What's going on, everybody? You guessed it. You guessed it. It is your boy Trey Sense, and it is that time again. It's time for the weekly fragrance review. It's where we talk about all the fragrances that I've worn over the last week. The compliments I got, I didn't get, or whatever you want to call it. But just where we talk about the fragrances that I have worn over the last week. Now, before we get into that, I need something from you. That's right. I need you to like this video. I need you to share this video. I need you to sub to the channel if you haven't already. And by all means, be active in the comment section. Now, I dug off in there a little bit this week. I got some out. Let's get to it. The first one I want to talk to you about is from the house of Abercrombie and Fitch, and I've told you about this fragrance. To me, this is a beautiful fragrance. It is a very slept on fragrance, and it is from the house of Abercrombie and Fitch, and it is Authentic Night. And you see the levels on this. I've had this about 2 years. Very, very, very modern feel. It's got a little kiss of Bach 540, little kiss of Percival. Just a great smelling fragrance. This is just a sexy fragrance. I mean, I don't know what else to tell you. Got compliments on this fragrance. Lady came through my line and she was like, somebody is smelling really, really good. What are you wearing? I need to get some of that for my husband. So I told her what it was. So from the house of Abercrombie and Fitch, it is Authentic Nights. Now, I think they have one called Authentic. I've never smelled that one. I stayed away from it because from everything I was told, it is a Ventus clone, and well, we have enough of those. But this is a nice little unique fragrance. My boy D. Da Vinci, the poet, said his wife absolutely loves this fragrance. He talked about it, and he was like, you know, you one of the only reviewers I've seen talk about it. He was like, I got it. He was like, man, that thing is banging. This is just, it's a great fragrance. If I see this out again in stores, I will definitely pick it up. I bought the only 2 bottles that I've ever seen, and I'm glad that I did. From the house of Abercrombie and Fitch, it is Authentic Night. This is a good one. That's a good one. And that was my fragrance of the day. Sunday. Monday. I wore something from the house of Sensual Obsessions, and it is Absolute King. And this is, again, an Adventist. Yeah, this is an Aventus clone. The thing about the Sensual Obsession fragrances is the longer they sit and mature, the stronger they get. These bad boys are so strong. They're so strong. And I think you get a great product for the money. So I like it. I like it a lot. So from the house of Sensual Obsessions, I wore Absolute King, and it is a Creative Ventus clone. And I like it. I like it a lot. I layered it with, what's his face? Give me a minute. It'll come to me. When you get old, you get these little brain twerks. Oh my goodness. I'm off Club Dinner with Man Intense. I layered it with Man Intense. So yeah. That's what I wore Monday, Tuesday. I went with something that I haven't worn in a while, and I wanted to go with it, and I'm glad I did. From the house of Montblanc, this Montblanc Legend Parfum, and I picked this up. It smells really, really good. I picked this up off of Macari. Seems like I got this in Chrome Parfum or Chrome EDP. Not sure which one I picked up at the same time as this one, and I got really good deals on them. If you catch people that are just wanting to get rid of stuff and you're patient, you can get really good deals. Now, is this different from the original Montblanc Legend? No. It just lasts better. performs better. But the scent profile is the same. It smells a lot like Abercrombie and Fitch. Fierce compliment getter. I mean, this scent profile right here is true and tested, and people love it. Women love it. It is a crowd pleaser. You can't go wrong with it. It is a any time of the year, all season, any event, any occasion. Dress it up, dress it down, cookout, bar mitzvah, high school reunion, you know, whatever. Boat christening, whatever you got going on, you can definitely wear this fragrance and come off just right. Masculine, woody, smooth, sexy fragrance from the house of Montblanc. It's Montblanc Legend, the parfum. I think I want to try to find a bottle of Montblanc Legend Intense, but I think that's gonna be mission impossible. I may have to call in some resources for that one. But that's what I wore. Let's see, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. That's what I wore. Tuesday. Wednesday. We getting on into it. Wednesday. I wore something that I like. I was just in the mood to wear an Acqua di Gio type fragrance. And I know this house is famous for an Acqua di Gio clone. The house is Perelis. Everybody talks about Perelis Red. That's not the best clone of Acqua di Gio from the house. The best clone of Acqua di Gio from the house is Perelis Platinum Label. Now, red, you get the spice. It's definitely spicy. It's stronger. It's got more bite. But if you're looking for a true Acqua di Gio clone from Perelis, it would be this one. It would be Platinum Label. Very nice fragrance. It actually performs about like Acqua di Gio. Yeah. Slightly metallic, a little bit aquatic, sweet. This is pretty much Acqua di Gio. A lot cheaper, and I've had this bottle for a very long time, and there's still a lot of juice in here, but I'm glad I have this one because not a lot of people talk about this. Now, again, I'll tell you two other clones. Of course, the aforementioned are the one that everybody talks about, which may be the best clone of Acqua di Gio, period, is G from Belcam. That stuff is great, and it lasts a very, very long time. Very long time. But this right here is no slouch. I don't know if you'll ever see this out in rag stores. I don't know how I ended up coming across it. I guess just being in the rag stores all the time, but I'm glad that I did. I'm a huge fan of Perelis. I think their fragrances are great, especially for the price. Yeah, I like Perelis. And this is a very solid fragrance. My apron that I have to wear is a funny material. I guess it's like, it would be like a pair of khaki pants. I guess it's like that material. It's khaki in color as well. So I guess it's like that material. So it holds fragrances in. So if I spray a fragrance on that, then it stays on there for a good little bit. It helps with the performance of the fragrances. And you know, this is one I could actually smell on there the next day. And we were having that debate. Some people don't spray on skin. Some people do spray on skin. It's your party. You can cry if you want to. Do what you want to. As Digital Underground said, do what you like. Da-na-na-na-na. And that's what you do. You do what you like. I spray my clothes, especially my work clothes. I'm spraying my work clothes. They're work clothes. I'm spraying them. So from the house of Perelis, it is Perelis Platinum Label. Really good Acqua di Gio clone. And that was Wednesday. Okay, that brings us to Thursday. I'm trying to think of what I did. That brings us to Thursday. Okay. From the house of Versace, it is Versace's Dylan Blue. Now this is a powerhouse. It needs no introduction. It's a powerhouse, and it is a blue fragrance through and through. It's just blue. I mean, that's just what it is. It's Versace Dylan Blue, man. I don't know what else to tell you about it. It's Versace Dylan Blue. It's a good fragrance. It's strong, It's masculine. It's really, really good. It's really sweet. It's definitely blue. Performs well. It does everything that you want a fragrance to do. Projects well, check. Performs well, check. Ladies like it, check. That's just good. That's just good. And I'm wondering if when Versace made this, they were thinking about their version of Bleu de Chanel. And I could definitely see, you pick up on just a little bit of incense, a little bit of ambroxan, definitely sweet. I think for the prices that I'm seeing this go for, I think you should pick it up. I picked it up from an individual that I buy fragrances from time to time. His name is John. He hit me up out of the blue and was trying to sell about 7 fragrances. But the only 2 that he had that I were interested in was this one and what was it I picked up from him? Givenchy Gentleman Only Boise Parfum. That's what I picked up, which I think I already have. The bottles are different. That's gonna make a good video. I'm gonna do that on my next video, so I won't get too much into it. That's gonna be the next video I do in the next day or 2. So maybe y'all can help me decipher the situation there. So I won't get into it. But I picked up Versace Dylan Blue, which I already have a full bottle of, but I got it for $30, so I wasn't gonna pass it up. And the Givenchy Gentleman Boise, I also picked up for $30. And I wasn't gonna pass that up either. So I got the 2 for $60. So I was just like, I'll take them. I'll figure out what I'm gonna do with them later, but I'm gonna take them. So there you have it. But Versace Dylan Blue, great fragrance. I think this is a very well-named fragrance. I think this is Versace's take on Bleu de Chanel, and I think they did a good job. Is it as good as Bleu de Chanel? Yeah, I think so. I think so. Especially for the price, because I mean you can pick these up all day for 30 or 40 bucks, and I think you should. Well, Chanel you're not gonna hardly find for 30 or 40 bucks, but nonetheless, I like that fragrance. That's what I wore Thursday. Friday was an interesting day because I started up the road to the barbershop, and it seems like I had something else I was gonna do, but I can't remember. And I heard a clinking noise. And then my power steering went out. And then I looked down, I turned my air conditioner on because it was hot. My AC's blowing hot, and I'm like, wait a minute, this is not like my car. What's wrong, Marcus? Looked at my thermostat gauge, my temp gauge, and it was through the roof. So I was like, shh. By that time the check engine light come on, so I fought with the power steering and pull it over. My serpentine belt had broke, so got that fixed. Pulley was grenaded. Pulley was destroyed, so I had to put a new pulley tensioner on my car and get back rolling. So what I left the house with that day was John Varvatos Artisan Aqua. So, and I like this fragrance. I really do. I like this fragrance. I like the scent profile of this fragrance. It's just not a really strong fragrance. And this is a perfect example of one of those that I think, hey, it smells good. You're not going to get a ton of performance out of it, but you're going to smell good. Definitely a fragrance you can wear in close quarters, and you're not going to choke anybody out. But this is one you're going to have to spray your clothes with this one. You're just gonna have to. It's gonna help with performance and longevity. If that doesn't sound good to you, it's okay. I'm sorry. I love the bottle. I think it's beautiful. But it was hot Friday, so by the time I got done waiting on my mechanic to come, riding to AutoZone with my mechanic, buying the parts, coming back, getting the parts on, I had to come back to the house, get some more money. I was just like, you know what? I smell like I've been outside, so I'm gonna change clothes. So I changed clothes. So the first part of the journey, I wore John Varvatos Artisan Aqua. The first part of Friday. So when I finally got changed clothes and going in the right direction, I decided, you know what? I haven't had this fragrance all that long. I got a stupid good deal on it. I paid like 24, 25 bucks for this fragrance. I love the house. The house is Azzaro. The line is Wanted. And I went with Azzaro's Wanted Tonic. To me, it fit with that. Even though I changed clothes, I just felt like, you know what? That's what I want to wear. To me, this fragrance has a lot of the Azzaro DNA. It just has a very fresh appeal and a fresh take on it. And I think, and this is just my personal opinion, I think Wanted Tonic ties the new, make sure I get this right, Wanted, is it Most Wanted? Most Wanted Cologne Intense. I think it ties this ties it into the line. I think it, kind of gives it a running buddy, so to speak. Because if you think about the DNA in Wanted, if you think about the DNA in Wanted by Night, then you think about Most Wanted. Then you think about the one I can never seem to find, the Most Wanted Perfume. And then you think about Wanted Perfume, the one in the silver bottle. They all tie in very, very nicely. Well, this one was kind of by itself. It was kind of like, it's a fresher take, whatever. And now they've come out with the Most Wanted Cologne, and I think it ties right in with this. I think this is a good smelling fragrance. Definitely got that Wanted DNA in there. And I think this is one, if you get a chance to pick it up relatively cheap, I think you should pick it up. I think it's a good deal. But again, I think the original Wanted is still a good fragrance. Nobody talks about it anymore, and that's the downside of flankers and things coming out. We always want to say if they slap parfum on it, it makes it better, or intense on it, it makes it better, or what EDP on it, it makes it better. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. So the original Wanted still works. It is a great smelling fragrance, and it is a compliment getter. And so is Wanted Tonic. I like it. I like it a lot. That's what I wore Friday evening when I finally made it to the barbershop and running my errands and doing the things that I needed to do. That's what I wore. Which brings us to Saturday. Saturday was a super, super chill day. I sit around the house most of the day just watching TV as it rained on and off, and I was just like, you know what, I'm just gonna rest. I'm just gonna kick back and rest. I need more rest. But finally, I decided, you know what, I do have some more errands I need to run. I got the car situated, got it running right. So I got up and I went to run my errands, and the fragrance that I wore. And the reason that I wore this fragrance is because I have this scent in the fabulous JB Butters. Listen, use code TREY5 and go to JB Butters. You can look him up on Facebook, JB Butters up on Facebook, or you can put in www.jbbutters.com and go to the website and use code TREY5 and get 5% off. But I have his YS, not 5%, $5. I'm sorry, $5, not 5%. But I have YSLY in Butters, and that's what I decided to wear. So I was just like, you know what? And I'd already put the YSLY lotion on earlier that day, the Shea Butters on earlier that day. So I was just like, I'm just gonna round it on off. So I put this on, and it was nice. The combination of the two together was really, really nice. And again, this is to me a perfect example, which they re-released this in 2022 or something. It's supposed to be something about a note that wasn't in it, or something about a note that they couldn't, I don't know. But they re-released it. I have the older batch. It smells good to me. I saw no need to buy the newer batch, but I like this fragrance. I like it a lot. To me, again, a perfect example of being overshadowed by the flankers. Are the flankers of YSLY nice? Yeah, they're great. They're great. They smell amazing. La Parfum is one of my favorites. It smells amazing. Intense smells amazing. Parfum smells amazing. Eau Fraiche smells amazing. But So does the original. So does the original. The elixir smells amazing. I was going to buy the elixir until I saw that it was a 2-ounce bottle for almost $200. I said, I can't do it. I can't do it. I think Intense is the one that I'm missing, and the new elixir. I think those are the two I'm mixing, because I have Y Live. No, I have Y. I have Eau Fraiche. I have Le Parfum. I have the Parfum. Yeah, so the one I'm missing is going to be Intense and the elixir, which I don't know if I'll ever get the elixir, but this is a good smelling fragrance. Compliment getting, it does exactly what it's supposed to do. And if you mix it with JB's butter, then you will be smelling amazing all day. And again, use code TREY5 to get $5 off. All right, guys, that is it, man. That is it. I think that's a nice little rotation right there. I think I did good mixing it up, digging off in my collection, pulling out some gems and putting them to use. I think I did good. Listen, and also if you already know, if you want decants of any of these and you want to try any of these, send me an email and I will get you a 5 ml decant out for, I feel like my prices are really, really reasonable. I think they're actually cheap, because most of them are around 12 to 15 bucks, and that includes shipping. And normally I throw you some goodies off in there too. I'll drop you some cologne samples or something up in there. If you order something, you're normally going to be satisfied, I guarantee it. But with that being said, I'm gonna get off of here, thumbnail it, edit it, and get it up so you can see it. I hope everybody's Monday was great. Hope everybody's Tuesday is even better. Stay safe out there. You know, I love you all, and may God bless you all. Until the next time, guys, peace. Oh, thank y'all for returning to the scene of the crime, guys. Peace.